Hi all folks, this is Max from HiOnAndroid.com. So I finally got my Droid Razr back. Now I got it unrooted. So I'll have a bunch of videos coming soon for the Droid Razr. What happened was I was unrooting my Droid Razr, and I used my USB hub while unrooting. And basically what happened was during unrooting it failed. So when I tried to boot it up, and also I ran out of battery. That's the worst case if you fail during unrooting and you run out of battery. What happens is you can't really recharge this, the battery on it, unless you have a working ROM on it, or at least it boots up into boot loop or whatever. Then it will work. But that's what happened, and so I was stuck in fast boot failure mode for like almost a month. And my soldering station, I was doing this birthday party and my soldering station was lost for like a whole month. Anyway, today, July 4th. Happy July 4th, by the way. I finally had the time. I said, you know what, I'm going to fix my Droid Razr today. So I made the Motorola factory cable. It's very easy to make. Don't mind this. This one I started cutting the wire here, and then I was like, oh, I can just, wire it. You don't actually have to cut it. All you have to do is actually take the top part apart, alright, and basically it's very simple. Hook up pin 4 to pin 1. This is pin 1 and this is pin 4. But let me give you a close-up look. And I actually used a Samsung, OEM Samsung, one of those cables that came with my my Samsung cable, which has the pin outs, and it's really easy. So pin 4 is unused, if you use a micro USB cable, try to find the one with the pin outs. Then it's really simple as soldering to pin 4, and then pin 1 is right there. So I just simply took a wire, solder from pin 4 to pin 1, and that's it. And to take this off, just carefully use one of those, Swiss knives or whatever, and then just kind of work your way in. Actually, I have the original cable here. What I did is I used my my cheap blade here, and there we go. And I just simply work my way in. Try to find a micro USB cable that has one of these lines in it. Then you can just kind of work your way in, and then take the top off and the bottom off. And basically, there's two rubber grommets. You can take those off also. And you'll be able to access these pin numbers here, and the pin numbers are there. It says 1 right there, and pin 4 also right there. And pin 4 is unused again. And this is basically what it's doing is pin 1 is the 5 volts that coming from your computer or whatever, and it's hooking up to pin 4. And how all the Droid, Motorola Droid Razr and Droid 4, how they work is that if you you can provide power to pin 4, and then during fast boot it will have power instead of giving you that I don't have enough power message. So that's what Motorola factory cable is. Very easy to do. It actually took me like 5 minutes. Just give yourself a good 2 hours, and just sit down, take it apart. And get a solder. You can get a cheap solder at dollar store, only $1. Or, you can get a cheap solder thingy, and solder from pin 4 to pin 1, and just make sure when you solder you don't touch the other pins. But this Samsung cable makes it really easy. You have a lot of space here. So if you have like a Samsung micro USB cable, go ahead and use that, and you'll get the pin outs. And once you made the cable, simply connect it to your computer, and you'll automatically boot into fast boot mode with battery okay. And from where you can run Droid Razr utility to unroot your phone and get it back. Most likely you won't have to do this. It only happened to me because again I used a my USB hub instead of connecting directly to my computer while unrooting. So anyway, I hope this helps you. And if you want to know which pins exactly go, just go search for micro USB thing. Actually, I'll have a photo linked to my blog post over at HiOnAndroid.com when I actually post this. I'll have the the diagram you can actually refer to. But very easy to do. Pin 4 to 1, and boom. And I've got a Motorola factory cable, so I can never brick any of my Motorola devices. And I wish Motorola changed this because it's just a software matter. They made it so if it runs out of battery, you can't update your phone, which is ridiculous. And it took me a month. I just didn't have time to sit down and make it, but very simple to do. Anyway, thanks you guys for watching my video. If you have a Droid Razor, don't forget to sign up for my email list at droidrazorroot.com. Sorry, I've been a little bit behind because of that, but I finally solved it. I'm going to get all that ICS stuff out, ICS root stuff, so check it out. And also, if you're on YouTube, please hit that like button for me. It helps me greatly. And use that share button down here to share this with your friends on Twitter, Facebook, or Google+. And subscribe button if you have subscribed. Thanks a lot. And as always, don't buy an iPhone. It sucks.